Buddha.
Good morning, everybody. Sorry about that. There was a little bit of a technical delay there. Hopefully, you are all doing well on this Tuesday, April 30th. Today's the last day of April. Can you believe that? Tomorrow is May 1st. Man, this year has gone by fast. So I don't know how you guys feel, but I feel like this year has gone by quickly. Looks like the chat is on fire. I'll say what's up to the chat here momentarily. So, real quick, guys, if you haven't yet, if you are new to this channel, please smack that like button, hit that subscribe button. I'm on the road to 600 subscribers. Share this out with anybody you know. I would greatly appreciate it. And real quick, I want to give a special shout out to Ken, who just bought 3 coffees for me. So Ken, greatly appreciate it, sir. I love having you on this channel. You always bring great conversation to the chats. You bring great comments to any videos I drop. Your knowledge to the sport and about the Yankees is huge. So thank you for the coffee, sir. And yeah, kick rocks, right? I saw your message. So, but I want to say what's up to the chat here. Nithin, what's up, man? How's it going? Nithin Ramachandra from the NR Hour Sports Show. Guys, if you haven't yet, please subscribe to this channel here. Nithin puts on, he puts a lot of events together over there with Frank Luna. He sets up a lot of meet and greets with players, current players, former players. So he does an extremely good job there, and interviews current and former athletes too. So shout out to my guy Nithin. Stephen B, good morning to you. What's going on? How's it going, man? I know you're always working hard. So hopefully you're doing well there, my guy. Dev Finch, what's up, Dev? How you doing? Hopefully everything is well with you and your family, man. Lou, good morning. What's going on, Lou? Nosebleed section, one of my favorite YouTube names. What's up, man? How's it going? And one of my other favorite YouTube names, Cold Italian Pizza. How you doing? Good morning to you. So, Ken, good morning. Thank you again, sir. Thank you so much. Greatly appreciate the coffees. Joe, good morning to you. What's going on? Yeah, anytime, Nathan. And hey, bro, anytime you want to come on, and if you want to make any announcements, or if you want to drop the announcements in the comments section, feel free to do that. All right, feel free to do that. Don't ever hesitate. So I just wanted to point that out. Y'all had a sold out event with Edwin Diaz this weekend. Yeah, no, I you know what? I saw that y'all had a thing with Edwin Diaz. I'm sure it was sold out. I'm sure a lot of folks showed up for that event. So good job on that, man. You and your team over there do an amazing job of setting up these meetings, setting up these live streams with current and former players, man. That's awesome. So you guys do an amazing job over there. So keep it up there, Nathan. Keep it up, man. I like what you're doing. But how's everybody doing today? Let me know. Again, the Yankees lost 2-0. It was their 5th shutout of the season. Again, yes, it's early in the season. I never like when the Yankees get shut out. I mean, if they had lost that game 2-1, I probably wouldn't be as upset, but it just sucks when a team gets shut out. But it is what it is, right? The bats just didn't wake up. They were getting hits, but they couldn't score on some of these opportunities that they had when they had runners in scoring position. So again, the bats are hitting. They're making contact with the ball. They're just not able to capitalize. And that's been some of the frustration, right, with this team. But we'll see. We'll see what happens in the games moving forward. But we'll talk about some of the positive here in just a moment. But let me say what's up to some of the other guys and gals that are coming into this chat. Jake Boss, good morning to you. What's he saying? Former MLB player might be coming on NFU shows soon. Yeah, guys. So I've been talking with Nathan here recently, and we talked about a former player. We won't say his name yet. We'll save the surprise. But once it becomes official, once we could get a date set, this former player, MLB player, will come on the show. We'll have a chat with him, and I'll talk the details with Nathan as we find out what date works best, and then figure out just the details with that. So shout out to my guy Nathan again. So I'm looking forward to it. Once we could figure out a date, man, I'm always looking forward to it. I did interview Joba Chamberlain actually a few months back, and I did that with Uncle Tats from the Pinstripe Chronicles podcast, with Mazza from 4 Train Express, Jason from 161, Dane Huber from from the Yankees farm. So that was a good time. We got to interview Joba Chamberlain twice, and let me tell you, Joba Chamberlain is as genuine as they come. He's 100% genuine. He's brutally honest. He was a fun guy to talk to. He was very laid back, very easy guy to talk to. I hope to talk to him again one day. But let's. I hope this next guest, hopefully we find a date and figure out what's going to be a good time. And yeah, I agree, Nathan. He is the best, man. Joba is awesome. Joba is awesome. He was a really cool guy, man. So I do agree with you. And yeah, he was great when he pitched, man. But they messed with him too much as far as reliever and starter. They should just left him in the bullpen. But anyway, that's a conversation for a different day. But yes, the Yankees. I'm seeing some of your guys' comments here. Nathan is saying that the Yankees offense needs to be more consistent. You are right. They scored 30 runs in 2 days, right, against the Brewers, and then now you don't score any runs in yesterday's game, right? And they lose the game 2-0. And it's a problem, right? It's a problem, and the double plays need to stop. Yeah, it kills every momentum that the Yankees have. You think they have something going, they get into a double play, and it sucks that they don't they get in these they have these opportunities, they create these opportunities, and have nothing to show for it. And Cold Italian Pizza, 100% agree with you, man. We're going to talk about Clarke Schmidt. We're going to talk about Clarke Schmidt because he pitched a great game. He gave up only that one solo home run to Gunnar Henderson. After that, he pitched well. Even got himself out of some jams. He did well for the most part. It's just the bats weren't awake. Yeah, that was a cool interview. What's Ken saying here? Ken, yeah, it is another case of crappy situational hitting. 0 for 8 with runners in scoring position, 2 for 21. Yeah, that's gotta change, right? That's absolutely gotta change. You can't. That's unacceptable. So these bats, again, they're hitting, but it's just whenever these guys get into runners in scoring position, and clearly the stats are right here. They don't seize the moment. They don't seize the opportunities. It goes wasted. And, as a fan, it's absolutely frustrating to see. Now, with all that being said, right now, the Yankees have played 30 games so far, and, they're 19-11. So, we could celebrate that. We knew this series going against the Baltimore Orioles was going to be tough. It was going to be a tough series, right? The Orioles can hold their own. And whenever the Yankees play in Baltimore, I mean, it's already tough playing away, and they have a tough time playing in Baltimore, which understandably so, right? You're playing in their hometown or at their home stadium. So, these games are going to be tough. They're going to be close, but, they have to go after every opportunity that they have. So let's hope that tonight the bats come alive. I know the pitching is going to be fine. The Yankees pitching has been phenomenal, even without Garrett Cole, right? Yeah, there's a few games where players will not pitch well, but it happens, right? It happens. I mean, it's going to happen to every pitcher. Every pitcher is going to struggle a little bit, but for the most part, though, the starting rotation is playing extremely well, and hopefully they can continue performing at the level that they're performing at. But the bats absolutely have to be more consistent, and like Ken said, they need to get better with situational hitting. It can't be crappy. To get longer, and that's something he's working on. He's trying to figure out what pitchers work, what doesn't work when he gets to like the 6th or 7th innings. I would love for him to start pitching longer games, longer in the games, but he has been he's been trying to pitch 6 innings. He's been trying to get 6 innings, but getting to that lineup of the opposing team the 3rd time around, it's been a little tough for him. But he's been pitching well, since the season started. He's off to a better start than where he was in 2023. Again, the Yankees are 19-11. April 30th, 2023, the Yankees were 15-14. So they already have a better record where they were last year. Okay, I just wanted to point that out. And Lou is saying our pitching has been more than what we can ever have expected. The hitting, yeah, no doubt. The hitting, the hitting. Again, they're not scoring runs with runners in scoring position, but at least they're getting hits, right? And we'll talk about some of the guys that have been actually improving, but there needs to be more of that consistency. And what are you saying, Sunil? Yeah, I know your favorite Yankee, Aaron Hicks. Yeah, Aaron Hicks got DFA'd by the Los Angeles Angels. What do you say to that? How you doing, Sunil? Yeah, I agree. I think he could have gone one more batter. I think I think Boone could have left him in there. He had 92 pitches. He probably could have thrown. He could have gotten that last out. He could have gotten another out, and then come out of. He could have pitched 6 innings. He would have been fine. He would have been fine to leave him in there, but Boone made that decision. I understand, but again, Schmidt overall, he pitched a good game. He really did, and I'll pull up his stats here real quick from yesterday's game. Let me pull it up here. Sorry about that, guys. So, yeah, yesterday's game, he gave up 3 hits, gave up 1 run, and that was that solo shot to Gunnar Henderson. He walked 3, he struck out 5. I mean, he did his job. And he did exactly what he was supposed to do. So, he did his job. He pitched well yesterday, just he didn't get the run support. And to give you a fun fact here, he has the 2nd best ERA in the starting rotation right now, with a 3.19 ERA. So let me know in the chat, did any of you expect Clarke Schmidt to pitch as well as he has been? Because there was a lot of criticism and a lot of question marks when it came to Clarke Schmidt in the offseason. A lot of people didn't think that he didn't have what it takes to be a starter, but I was confident in him. But again, he has a 3.19 ERA, and he's got the 2nd best ERA in the starting rotation. Number 1 is Carlos Rodon with a 2.48 ERA. Another name that fans were not very confident in, but Rodon has done well. Schmidt is doing exceptionally well. I have no complaints about how Clarke Schmidt is playing. So, Schmidt's able to hold his own. He may give up a run in the 1st inning, let's say, and he may get himself into some jams, but he gets out of it. So, he's like I said, he's good. He's good. I like what I'm seeing from Clarke Schmidt. Let me know how you guys are feeling about Clarke Schmidt. So Stephen B is saying I expected him to be good 4 or 5, not this good. Yeah, 100%. I'll take that any day of the week. 3 runs or less in every start. Yeah, yeah. He does. He's not giving up a lot of runs, so that's a positive. And yeah, the offense. Yeah, we were talking about that, man. They got shut out 5 times this month. Losing. Yeah, I mean their worst one was against Arizona, but after that, it wasn't. The other games where they got shut out wasn't too bad. Hey, Concierge Joel, how's it going, sir? Good morning to you. Hopefully you're doing well, sir. Uh, what's Ken saying here? It's blackout zone for MLB.TV and the yes. Yeah, no, yeah, that double play or that double play ball that Volpe pooted, man, that was absolutely frustrating. I saw that and I was like, oh my god, I was annoyed by that. Hey, Damien, my guy, what's up, Damien? What's going on, Damien? Yo, Damien, if you have a minute, if you're able to get on, I sent the link in the group chat that you and I are in. So if you wanted to come in, bro, feel free. All right. Yeah, I know, Joel. He doesn't get any run support. It's so frustrating. You could say the same thing um, about Marcus Stroman too. It is frustrating. Jared Williams, what's up, Jared? Good morning to you. Thanks for jumping on. Swift, my guy. Clark the Bark is a beast. He is a beast. Clarke Schmidt's doing, like I said, I like Clarke Schmidt. In the offseason, I did say that he was gonna come back better and improved heading into the 2024 season, and he's been showing exactly that. He gets himself into jams, but he gets himself out of it. So shout out to Clarke Schmidt, just fixed, and then Verdugo. Yeah, I mean, look, he's on the paternity list, so his significant other gave birth to their baby. So congratulations to Verdugo. He's a father again. So he'll be back for the final game of the series against the Orioles. I get it would have been great to have him in the series, but he's got to go attend to the baby. So congratulations um, to Alex Verdugo. I'm happy for him. I'm happy for him. So let's he'll be, like I said, we need him. We do need him. So he should be back on Thursday, I believe, which is the final game of the series against the Orioles. But when he made that error, it didn't matter when I mean, I guess that's the question, right? Even if Volpe didn't make that error, would the Yankees have been able to score a run? Because they were down, 1-0 the whole game up until the ninth, right? It's it is what it is. But what are you gonna do, right? Jim Palmer to Nebraska. Yeah, well, I'm not a nose fan either. The division rivals, right? So Clarke Schmidt he definitely deserves better. I mean, he deserves a lot better. The bats need to give him the run support, and they haven't been doing that. And let me take a sip. Got my Yankees mug. Yeah, congratulations to Verdugo. He became a dad. Yeah, it was just I wish he was I wish he was with the team right now. I do wish he was with the team, but again, he has to go. Go be a dad for a couple days. So good for him. All right, Damien, I got you. I'll send it to you here momentarily. But all right, cool, man. Yeah, yeah, yeah. That should be awesome, dude. Jared? Do you live near Baltimore, or do you live in Maryland? Where do you live? Let me know. And Damien, yeah, give me just a second, bro. I got you. All right. You live 44 minutes south of Baltimore. Okay. Okay, that's not too bad. Yeah, have fun at the game, man. I hope they win. I really hope they win because you're going to that game. They need to win because you're going there, Jared. Clarke Schmidt is a good young pitcher. Long reliever versus a starter. There's been a lot of conversation about that, about whether or not he should be at the bullpen, go back to the bullpen when Cole gets back, or should it be Luis Hill? Should it be, Nestor Cortez? There's a lot of debate about that, but you all let me know what you think. So sorry guys, I'm just trying to get this link over to Damien. So I do apologize. I am not trying to ignore you, or I'm not trying to have like an awkward silence. I just want to make sure that I get this link over to Damien. All right. Hey, Damien, I did send the link. So let me know if that works. So it should work. Let me know. Yeah, anytime, man. I hope they win. The Yankees are 6-0 when I attend Camden Yards. Let's go, baby. Let's go. Let's make it 7-0. And I got my guy Damien in the back waiting. You good to go, bro? All right, my man. Let's go.
Yo.
Hi.
What's going on, man? How's everybody in the chat? Good morning.
Yeah, say what's up to Damien, Mr. Fly Guy himself. What's going on, bro?
Good morning. I'm good, man. How's everybody? How you doing this morning, Nancy?
Bro, I'm good, man. I got a little sleep, but other than that, I'm cool. I got my cup here, so I'm just trying to
There you go.
just waking up, man. How's life in Florida?
Life is sunny, bright and hot, sweaty, muggy. The
Sounds
usual
like
in
Florida.
Florida. Yeah, absolutely. Oh man. Man,
For real.
yesterday the game.
Yeah, talk about it.
Listen, I got a problem with Aaron Boone.
Let's hear it.
Aaron
No, let's hear it. Like I
Boone is getting on Boone is getting under my skin.
okay.
Um, you know, for one, he's the last week has been blunder after blunder, going back to the Brewers.
Mm-hmm.
Not allowing play to pitch. I get it, but then you throw in the guy that's coming off the plane. And then you're talking about, the last game of the Brewers. You're sending out relievers who don't need to be out there. And then you have what's his name, who played for Verdugo yesterday?
Grisham.
Grisham. All right, so we got first and second, and obviously we need runs. So why is Grisham hitting against a lefty pitcher when you got the hottest bat sitting on the bench in Trevino? Didn't understand it. The guys had one hit against for the whole season.
Yeah.
Well, granted, it's a home run, but listen, you got our right now possibly our best hitter against lefties sitting on the bench. We need runs. Doesn't bring him out. Made no sense to me. And then here we go, eighth inning. You sent out Clay Holmes. So if we score in that ninth inning, you mean to tell me Boone's not throwing out Clay Holmes in the ninth inning? Of course he is.
Yeah.
So Boone, what are you doing right now? I mean, you're contradicting everything you say. And listen, you have to put in that. Now, granted, Trevino may or may not have gotten a hit at that point, but it's a tight game. We have runners on base, and you have to score. The manager has to put the team in the best position to win. He's not doing that lately.
Mm-hmm.
He's failing this team at this point. You have to put your players in the best position to win. You have to put the organization in the best position to win. Unless you're not doing that, come on, what are we doing right now? So for him, let's talk about Clay Holmes and his appearances. Throw him out there yesterday to get the one out. And then Lord knows if we score, he's going to send him out to close the game. Well, again, why didn't you do that on Friday? Because, again, everyone counts right now. So, man, I get the offense didn't do their job yesterday, but as a manager, you cannot you cannot become a negative to this team. You have to put the team in the best position to win, and he's not doing that right now.
Yeah, no, I feel you. But and I'll answer you here in just a
Yeah,
moment, bro. But let me say what's up to the chat because I see my guy Anthony Garcia in the chat.
Garcia.
Salute to you, Anthony, what's going on, my guy? Hopefully you're doing well. Look, man, I have my frustrations with Boone. I do. And I've said this every time, and before anybody says anything, no, I do not think he's a great manager.
Yeah.
But he's not the worst. He's not the best.
Yeah, no, agreed.
There are things that I do like about him, but sometimes his game time decisions, I'm like, bro, what are you doing? I try not to be super critical, but there's games where I'm just like, man, like, what are you doing? The whole thing on Friday night, I won't dive too much into it because they still got 2 out of 3 against Milwaukee.
Of course.
I don't know if a lot of people expected that. Let's be honest. But I didn't really. I kind of understood why he put Tonkin in because he was a fresh arm, but I didn't want to put him in those situations because I kind of felt bad for him because it's like the game was on him, and I didn't want it to fall on him. Do you bring Clay Holmes out back for another inning?
You can bring him out, or you can bring Martinez in.
Sure.
Bring Ferguson in. I didn't necessarily have an issue with him taking Holmes out, but to bring that kid in, that was just terrible. Yeah. And then, like I said, Boone contradicted himself with last night's game because you brought Clay in for that 8th inning. Yeah. To get the 1 out, right? Mm-hmm. If the Yankees tie that game, okay, in the bottom half, okay, anyone's going to tell me that he's not throwing Clay back out? Of course he is. There's no reason that he's going to bring Clay in for 1 out and not bring him back in. He was going to bring Clay back out if we would have tied that game with taking the lead. Yeah. So you can't sit there and say on Friday, well, I took him out because of his appearances. Then Monday comes and you just completely contradict yourself and are about to do what we were all griping about on Friday. So he's not putting the team in the best position to win. Like I said, you got Trevino sitting there. Left hand, he's a righty bat going against a left-hand pitcher. Mm-hmm. You still throw out what's his name? Oh God, whoever took over for Dugo yesterday. I keep forgetting his name. Grisham, yeah.
You're good.
And then you let Grisham take that bat against a lefty pitcher. So with ducks on the pond, you got the hottest batter on the team sitting on the bench against lefty pitchers specifically, and you let Grisham take that back. Doesn't make sense to me. So the Yankees, Boone's got to manage better. Bottom line,
yeah,
he's got to manage better.
I agree. Like I said, and I got my guy Nathan waiting in the back. I'll bring you up here momentarily, there, my guy. Just give me 2 seconds. And I see Will Starr came into the chat. What's up, Will Starr? How you doing, bro?
What's up?
Again, with Boone, I don't always agree with his game time decisions. I don't. That's one of the things about him that I'm just like, dude, what are you doing? Yeah. But on a positive, again, on a positive note, and I'm not trying to ignore what Boone is doing.
No, of course.
I don't, because again, I don't always agree with his decisions. There are things that he does that I'm just like, bro, come on. Like, you need to be better about certain things.
Yeah.
Absolutely, 100%. But the Yankees are still 19-11. They're 19-11. They played 30 games. Last year on this date, they were 15-14. So, they're in a much better position now. But yeah, we'll see. Time will tell whether or not where this team will be come June, July. If this, for some reason, this team is in a bad position, it might be time to question some things.
Yeah, because right now we're in the best division in baseball. All right, point blank, the last couple of years. So every win counts. Nathan, my guy.
What's up, Nathan?
Every game counts at this point. And granted, we're 19-11, but we should be 20-10, or whatever the case may be. You have again, I look at the record, and the record's great. We're fine. We're good there.
Yeah.
But it should be better. Again, at the end of the day, you got to put your team in the best position to win, and Boone's not doing that right now.
Yeah, right. Yeah, no, and you're right. You're right that my thing, and I'm agreeing with you. I'm saying that he's not.
No, I know
he's not making the best decisions. There's things that he does well, but there's other things I'm just like, come on, man. Like we need to be better, because you mentioned you mentioned Jose Trevino. That guy has improved as of late. I mean, his batting average right now is sitting at 280. So his batting average has come up a lot.
And against lefties over 400.
Yeah.
So why is Grisham taking that at bat?
Maybe
it doesn't make sense to me. That's what he should have done. He should have pinch hit him. Yeah, it doesn't make sense to me. It doesn't make sense to me.
Facts. And he should have pinch hit. Yeah, like I said, he does in those situations. I feel like he does need to utilize the bench a little bit better, no doubt. Some of those guys should be. If a player's struggling, man, you gotta bring somebody in, or there needs to be that situational hitting, like Ken mentions every time, in on the live streams. But Nathan, my guy, what's up, man? What's
up, brother?
My guy, Nathan.
NFE, Damien, let's go.
What's up, brother?
Yeah, I agree with your facts, Damien. I agree with you 100%. You went from scoring 30 runs in 2 games against the Brewers and then being shut out. Don't get me wrong, the Orioles have great young pitching, and yesterday we had to face one of them in Grayson
Rodriguez.
Yeah.
I got you.
The problem with the Yankees is with all the moving parts in the line, like for example, Verdugo, the Parenti leave, that's not his fault. It's
yeah.
But I feel like Aaron Boone needs to come up with more of a balanced lineup, and especially now keep an eye on. I'm hoping he gets some playing time before Verdugo comes up. They called up a guy named Carlos Nevares. We covered him at Somerset, and he was killing it in AAA this year. So I hope he gets some playing time here before he goes back or down or whatever. Because I would like to see a guy like him in the lineup to help make the lineup a little bit more juicy or whatever, or spark.
Absolutely.
Give a little spark. So that's what Aaron Boone needs to do. Don't get me wrong, the starting pitching has been outstanding. I love the way that Clarke Schmidt is throwing the ball. His confidence on the mound has improved a lot. Carlos Rondon having a bounce back year. Yeah. But it's just the one concern for me is just the offense and then the bullpen. And I agree with you, Damien. Why are you bringing Clay Holmes early in the game? And he's a closer, and Aaron Boone brings him before the 9th, and then you have other pieces there, Ian Hamilton or whatever. You just bring in other pieces before Clay Holmes, and Aaron Boone is, to be honest, is so inconsistent with the bullpen. So they got to figure out how to bring in align the bullpen and then the offense. And then obviously get better with the offense. But the starting pitching, I'm fine with. Right now, so far, better than I expected. And they just have to. Hopefully tonight they can. I'm looking forward to see what the lineup is tonight.
Yeah, absolutely. I want to bring this up because you were bringing up the starting rotation. I said earlier in the show that Clarke Schmidt has the second best ERA in the starting rotation. No, I don't know about you guys. I didn't expect that.
No,
me neither. No,
number 1, Carlos Rodon. All right, so I'll kind of go in order here. So Rodon has the best ERA with 2.48. Clarke Schmidt, second best, 3.19. Then you got Nestor Cortez, 3.5. Showman with 3.69, and then Luis Hill with 4.01.
Yeah.
So overall,
the rotation is great.
Yeah, the rotation is great. So the overall. So, they have, as a team, they have a 3.37 ERA. I'll take that every day of the week.
Yeah,
absolutely.
I'll take that every day of the week.
Absolutely.
Without Garrett Cole, that's incredible.
Yes, absolutely.
As far as right now, the Yankees' problem, the only inconsistent is, some of Boone's decisions, absolutely. But the bats, but the bats have to come through. I'm not going to put that on Boone. The bats, they got to do their job. I'm sorry.
No, not only that, but yesterday, Grayson Rodriguez, good pitcher. Don't get me wrong, but He wasn't pitching great yesterday.
No.
We let that kid off the hook time and time and time again. He couldn't find the zone.
Yeah.
I mean, honestly, he could probably walked in runs yesterday. And we didn't allow him to. So, pitch select, these guys got to be better on their pitch swing and their pitch selection.
Facts.
The guy, again, Grayson's good. Don't get me wrong, but he did not have his best outing yesterday by no stretch of the imagination. And if you looked, every fastball he threw was wide right, wide left. The only thing he really had going for him yesterday was the soft stuff. And he can't just throw his soft stuff. He has to throw his fastball. And the Yankees were not taking advantage of that yesterday. They got to be more consistent. Clearly on the offensive side. But man, the boot by Volpe last night obviously hurt. But offense has got to throw up more than 0 runs against them. And again, Baltimore's bullpen isn't great either. They should have easily scored 4 or 5 runs yesterday. Yankees should have easily won that game yesterday, which gives me hope, just because of the fact that every game the offense is not going to play like that. After a huge weekend in Milwaukee, you kind of had a feeling they were going to, come down to earth a little bit, but to not scratch out not 1 run last night, that's tough. That's really tough.
Yeah, and I want to pull up a few comments. And Frederick, what's going on? I saw you sneak in. So there was a couple of people. I want to get to a couple of comments because I had 2 people ask the same question, but I want to get to this question first from Ken. He's saying here, when you build a rotation, you can't have 5 fireballers and expect to be successful. In a postseason series, does Clarke Schmidt fit in as top 3 arms after Cole returns? Because there was a debate of who goes back to the bullpen when Cole returns. Who do you guys think?
I'm going to say Luis Hill.
Yeah. Okay.
Because Clarke Schmidt deserves to be his full-time starter now. I believe in Clarke Schmidt.
I do too.
I think Hill as well. And not because I don't think Hill can do it, but I think his stuff plays better in the bullpen, and we need help in the bullpen. I mean, let's face it. So I think Hill would be perfect in the bullpen. Clarke has obviously earned it. Even last night, I thought Boone should have never taken him out. He should have given him that last batter. Agreed. There was no reason to take him out. The kid has been trying to get through that 6th inning. And the first 2 batters he got out really clean, no issues. Why'd you take him out? Blows my mind. Don't know.
And he was at like 92 pitches. I think he could have finished it. He could have finished it.
He only had 1 more out. That's all he needed. He could have finished it. There was no reason to bring in the reliever. None. So again, this is my other people say this all the time. The Yankees got to win spite of Boone's decisions. And, it's just been glorified the last few days. Not that I hate Boone. I don't think, again, he's the greatest manager, but as many years that he's been under the realm, you would think by now he would get some of these things right. And he's still making the same mistakes time in and time out. And that's my problem with Boone. If you make mistakes, they're only mistakes if you learn from them and fix them. When you continue to make the same mistake, it's no longer a mistake. It's just stupidity at that point. So now it's just stupidity with Boone because you're making the same mistakes over and over again.
You got to wonder too, how much of that is he depending on like analytics, I wonder about that too. Cause I feel like sometimes, and again, I'm not trying to excuse Boone, but I feel like sometimes analytics kind of takes over a coach's decision-making or manager.
Even at some point though, as a manager, you got to say, put your foot down, a la Dusty Baker. Okay, Dusty Baker did not deal with it. Dusty Baker was like, listen, you guys want to run this way, then I'm out. I'm done. Or you're going to let me run it, and then we're going to win a World Series, which he did. So at some point, as a manager, you got to put your foot down and say, no, this is my team. This is what's going to be that. And again, if it's analytics, then shame on them as well, because shame on all of them, because you keep making the same mistakes over and over and over and over again.
Facts. So, and a couple of people asked this question. I want to get your guys' thoughts on this. And my answer, I'll save my answer. I'll say my answer right now. I doubt it will happen, but I believe one of them was nosebleed section that made a mention of it, and also Ken as well. Well, not this comment. There was another one. Sorry. Where was it? Oh yeah. They were both. No, it was actually Sunil. Sorry, it was Sunil and Nosebleed section. They were saying that the Yankees should go to a 6-man rotation.
Ooh.
I highly doubt that's going to happen.
I don't think so. Go ahead, Nathan.
The Yankees are not known for that 6-man rotation. They either they've been doing openers. I mean, the Yankees done openers before. I can see them doing openers, but I don't see them doing a 6-man rotation. And why would they do a 6-man rotation right now? It's still early in the season, and looking at this, I mean, knock on wood, no more no more injuries. You just keep going through the line, and then until Cole comes back, and that's when you go figure out what to do. But now, just keep it intact, and then go from there. And then, I mean, if you want to do so like openers, you can do an opener, but I don't see them doing a 6-man rotation.
Yeah, and like Sunil was saying that Boone should consider 6-man rotation once Cole returns because it protects Cole because of his elbow. But I don't see it happening.
If Cole comes back, then Cole's back. Point blank. Period. If he's back, 100%. He's back. There's no protecting him. If he's healthy, then there's no protecting. You got to go out and do your thing. And if you have to think that way, then he shouldn't be on the field in the first place.
Yeah, and Swift. Look, my guy Swift kind of brings up a good point. And there was a comment from Ken that I wanted to get to here momentarily as well. But he says he was saying it to you here, Damien, but he was saying that's 2020 vision. If Schmidt gives up a bomb there, Yankee Twitter would have blown up about why leave him in. He can't get through the third time, blah, blah.
We lost the game anyway.
Yeah. We lost the game.
Hindsight 2020, we lost the game anyway. The one thing with Schmidt is we need to build his confidence to know, because with Schmidt, it's mental. Okay, it's not that his stuff isn't great. It's mental at this point. So if you want him to get over that mental hurdle of getting through 6, then you leave him in for that last out. You have 1 out to go. You leave him in for that last out.
Yeah, no, I agree. I think he should have. I think he should have pitched in that last inning. I mean, they should have just let him finish out that 6. But it is what it is.
And not only that, but then you save a reliever from doing the up and down. Because you don't want your relievers to do is come in, throw a few pitches, sit down, get cold, come back up, and pitch again in the next inning. So now you're saving your relievers from going up, down. You don't want to have relievers constantly doing that.
No doubt. And shout out to my guy TC Steels. What's going on, my friend? Hopefully you're doing well.
TC, my brother.
Yeah, TC. He goes live right after me with Hector over there at the Morning Brew Sports Network. So make sure you guys subscribe to their channel and check their show out. They do an awesome job over there. And I know Damien will tune in over there as well. And then I see my guy, Michael Caputo. What's up, Michael Caputo? Or as Hector likes to call him, Caputis. I like Caputis too.
My man Caputis. Let's go.
My man Caputis. What's up?
Yes, sir.
What's going on? But Ken brought up this question here. So, because we were talking about pinch hitting, right? Trevino coming in, right, Damien? So,
yes.
He's asking here, does Boone construct the roster? And he says, well, Trevino may be able to pinch hit. Then what? We have a Jahmai Jones and Trammell. What a horrible bench.
It is a terrible bench, but in that specific spot, I'm taking Trevino against a left-hand pitcher rather than letting Grisham take that pitch against a left-hand pitcher, which Grisham, again, has had 1 hit all season. So, which, again, Trevino, the hottest bat, hitting over 400, damn near 500. I think it's 482 against lefties. So you take Trevino there and you let him swing the bat. If he gets out, he gets out. But, again, you got to put your team in the best position to win. Not putting him in there is not giving them the opportunity to win that game. Now, granted, the bench is terrible. Absolutely terrible. I can't wait till John Birdie comes back, so that way the bench looks a little bit more secure. But again, you got to have Trevi take that pitch. You have to have Trevi take that at bat against a left-hand pitcher.
Yeah. No, I agree. I'm that's why sometimes I get a little surprised if like the Yankees are in a situation where they're down 1 run or 2 runs and sometimes you have to use those pinch hitting situations. Right. And, I'm surprised they don't do that more often.
And not only that, but Trevi has come through time and time again
Yeah.
off the bench as a pinch hitter. He's come through time and time again, specifically as a pinch hitter. So you got, again, I'm sounding like a broken record. You got to put your team in the best position to win, Booney. You have to. If we lose the game and you make those moves, so be it. You know what I mean? We lost the game.
Yeah.
But we can't lose the game and then you not put your team in the best position.
Yeah, like I said, I think yesterday, I mean, I'm not gonna, in my humble opinion, I'm not gonna necessarily put that game on Boone. I'm gonna put that on the bats because it's like, the players got to come through, man. Like you can't be down 1-0 the entire game while your good pitcher that's out there is putting in work and getting himself out of jams.
No, don't get me wrong. I don't put the lose on Boone. By no means. Offense has got to come through. 0 runs against a pitcher and Grayson Rodriguez, who did not have his best stuff yesterday, who they should have destroyed. There's no excuse for it whatsoever. But in big moments, Booney, you got to put your team in the best position. You got to do it.
Yeah, no, 100%. But look, since we're talking about the bats, I mean. You mentioned Trevino, he has shown some great improvement. His batting average is sitting at 280. Gleyber Torres is slowly waking up. He's been getting some hits.
He is.
His batting average right now, he's at 228. Not great, but it's better than where he was.
A lot better than what it was.
Yeah, a lot better than where he was. Aaron Judge, slowly, he's still struggling, right? But
he missed a few. You can tell he's almost there. He's almost there. He missed a few yesterday. Going out to right field. That's his. When Judgy's locked in, he goes to right field a lot. He's not a pull hitter. He hits at all fields. So he just missed a few yesterday. He's almost there.
Yeah, he went. His batting average right now is at 212. So it has slightly come up. Rizzo, he didn't have a great game yesterday, but his batting average is at 267.
Can't complain against Rizzo right now.
I will take that from Rizzo all day. 267.
Absolutely.
Now, Volpe, I know we've talked about it, right? Some people think that he should be leading off. Other folks are thinking it was too soon. Do you move him back down in the lineup? It's a debate because on Saturday, obviously Boone shuffled the lineup and it worked. It actually worked. Where he moved Verdugo up to that number 4 spot. I'll admit I wasn't too sure about Verdugo hitting at number 4, but it worked out.
Yeah.
And he stuck with it. He stuck with the same thing on Sunday. And then oddly enough, they they scored 15 runs in both of those games, which I didn't expect. But Volpe's batting average, I mean, he's been in a little bit of a slump. His batting average is at 272 now. I don't expect Volpe to be like a 300 hitter, but his batting average has been coming down pretty slowly. So, what's your take on Volpe, man?
Honestly, I think the Yankees and Booney again missed the mark from the very beginning. I think Verdugo should have been the leadoff hitter from the very start of the season, and especially with the way Judge has started the season. Because let's face it, Soto doesn't need protection. He doesn't. Okay, and the way Judge started this season, it could have been Doogie at 1, put Judge at 2, which is going to give Judge nothing but fastballs coming at him because the last thing you want is Doogie and then Judge on plate with Soto coming up. So I think the Yankees missed the mark from the very beginning of the season. In my humble opinion, I felt Verdugo should have been the leadoff hitter from the very beginning. And Judge, Soto, and then follow on from there. So now you put yourself in a position where you have Volpe hit leading off. You can't take him out now because you're only going to do is kill his confidence. So now you got to ride with it. And, hopefully the kid can continue to produce. He had a decent game on his birthday. Yeah. Shout out to Volpe. He had a great game on his birthday. He's been so-so. I'm not too upset about it. Obviously he's fast. He's your prototypical leadoff hitter as long as he hits. So Volpe just has to, I'm noticing he's really aggressive. That even on that very first pitch, he's swinging. That's not what you want from your leadoff. You want the guys behind you to see a couple pitches. So if he can kind of step back a little bit, not be as aggressive, take a few pitches, unless it's obviously just a meatball that you're going to smash. But I think Volpe will be okay. But at this point, you can't move him down the order because now you're kind of married to him there. Otherwise, you're going to destroy his confidence.
No
So,
doubt.
yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I think if you try to move him back down, it's probably going to mess with him, like you said. So
Yeah.
I think at this point, you leave him in that leadoff spot. Let him just try and build himself there. I'm in agreement with you that Verdugo should have been the leadoff guy, not really Gleyber Torres.
No, not Gleyber.
Gleyber is not really. I mean, I know he's hit there before, but he's not really a leadoff guy, not really.
No.
But again with Gleyber Torres, I'm happy he's slowly coming up because few folks made a mention of him. So Jared Williams said that he needs to work the count and stop swinging at the first pitch. I agree with that.
Yeah.
And Ken is saying that the encouraging thing about Torres is that he's hitting up the middle and not trying to pull the balls. He's saying the same thing. Stop, he wishes he would stop swinging at first pitches. I agree.
He did that yesterday. Yesterday, I was like, Gleyber, you're killing me. You keep swinging at the first pitch. And both of them were pop-ups. I'm like, Gleyber,
I know.
I mean, the first two at-bats, he saw a total of 2 pitches. So I'm like, man, look at least one. I mean, not only that, because, again, Rodriguez was not at his best last night. Yeah. So you got to take a few pitches. You have to.
You got to work the count on these guys, man, because it's like, which – you know what? To the Yankees bats, I'll give them credit. They are working the counts a lot better. They're making the opposing pitchers throw more pitches, where they weren't freaking doing that last season. But they also didn't have a great team last season, and their record showed for it. Correct. But and old Sarge, salute to you. What's going on, man?
Sarge, good morning, brother.
Yeah, he's saying Doogie 1, Volpe 9. And then to Volpe's credit, he's fought back and tried to adjust. Yeah, agreed. And Lou is saying that Judge needs to go back to number 2 in the lineup. What do you think of that?
I was thinking about that a couple of days ago, honestly, because again, a lot of people are like, well, who's going to protect Judge? I mean, who's going to protect Soto? Soto doesn't need protection. The guy's going to see pitches until he gets the pitch he wants. So to me, I mean, I don't know if they're going to do it, because if you do it, then you got to put Doogie at 1. So put Doogie at 1, Judge at 2, because Soto is so hot and Soto is who he is. Judge is going to start seeing pitches. They're not going to pitch around Judge to get to Soto, and they're going to have to pitch to Judge, especially if Doogie's on already. So if you get Doogie on, then you're forced to pitch to Judge. Not only are you forced to pitch to Judge, but you're forced to throw in fastballs. And we all know what Judge is going to do with it, especially since he's locking in already. So I don't mind it at all. I think it's a great idea. If and only they make the move to put Verdugo at 1, which again, if they do that, it's a ballsy move, because then you don't know how Volpe is going to react to that. But listen, again, the better of the team. Everything that needs to be done has to be in the best interest of the New York Yankee team. You have to, again, put your players in the best position to win. That's the narrative today. Put your players in the best position to win. So,
no, you hit the nail on the head there, my friend. No, you're absolutely right, man. Look, I don't know. You could put Judge back at a number 2 spot. I see the argument there. I think you put him there. He would. Maybe he would hit better. I don't know.
Yeah.
But what I don't want is just the lineup constantly changing, because it's just at that point you're constantly reinventing the wheel.
Correct.
And we don't want to reinvent the wheel every single time, because then there's going to be that inconsistency that a lot of fans get pissed off about.
That we pulled our hair out last season about it. Right. That's why I said they missed the mark from the very beginning of the season, not having Doogie lead off. They missed it from the very beginning. Mm-hmm. We started off great. It could have been a lot better.
Yeah, and Old Sarge is saying, I despise the thought of Judge hitting second. Always have. The 1-2 punch of Soto Judge will come around. Joe's a slow start regardless. And who was ever there to protect Judge before this? Excellent point.
Exactly. I agree with that.
Yeah,
1,000%.
he's absolutely right.
1,000%.
Absolutely,
1,000%.
Yeah.
I agree with it 100%.
And Ken, is John Birdie the OM? What do you mean by OM? Sorry, I'm not understanding the question.
On the men? I don't know.
It just says OM.
Yeah, I don't know, but he's almost back. He's supposed to start rehab games this week. So, again, that's going to help out, especially with the bench. That's just going to deepen the bench, lengthen the lineup. We need Birdie. We definitely need him for sure.
Yeah, his presence is being missed, and I have an unpopular opinion here, and I might get some resistance on this, but I still say that we're missing DJ in this lineup too. At least we're missing his defense, but the defense is actually been good.
Yeah, not unpopular at all.
Yeah,
not at all.
Just certain folks, don't like DJ, but whatever.
Listen, listen, DJ, as long as DJ is healthy, you're going to get a great productive player.
Yeah.
The fact is he's got to be healthy. Kind of what we talked about last week. Again, the Yankees with their medical staff allowing him to go start a rehab game they had no business playing in. If you had Friday, they told him it was not healed completely. Tuesday, you start a rehab game. No, I'm sorry. It's killing me. It's killing me.
Yeah, no doubt. And Ken, I see your question here. You're asking if John Birdie's the only true leadoff hitter on the roster. I don't know, but I don't think so. I mean, he is a leadoff hitter, absolutely.
Yeah. Doogie was a very productive leadoff hitter. He was for Boston. Very productive leadoff hitter. So no, I don't think so.
Yeah, and Nosebleed section is saying that Birdie's not an everyday player.
No, for the team. That's for the bench. That's for the bench. Our bench is terrible. So you throw Birdie in, now you got a decent bench. You got Birdie coming out, obviously fast. Guy can hit. That's for average. Think about it. If you had Birdie last night, then you can choose. Do I throw Trevino or do I throw Birdie to take that pinch hit for Grisham? So it lengthens everything.
Yeah. And, and Real D50, aka HO, his Twitter name is HO, but he's saying, I think most people hate DJ's contract, not necessarily DJ himself. I was like, well, some of them, there's certain individuals, I shall not be named, but
what's crazy is that those same people were the ones that were saying the Yankees better re-sign him. So
listen, I wanted the Yankees to re-sign him. My thing with DJ was that I think they signed him for too long, but I think they did that to lower the AAV.
Yeah, and it's killing them now.
Yeah, it's killing them now. So, look, DJ, I like DJ. I've always liked DJ. Even when he was playing for the Rockies, I was like, dude, I like this guy. I was like, the Yankees should try to pick this guy up. Yeah. And then sure enough, they did. And Jared is saying if DJ comes back, is anything going to change? Listen, Jared, I don't know how much will change when he gets back, but he'll at least be a contributor. He can help the team out. It'll give some guys it'll give some players some rest. Some of those guys I think need rest. Although, like I said, with Torres and Rizzo, because a couple of weeks ago we were talking about, maybe you got to sit them down, let them get back to themselves mentally. But they've been coming around. They've actually been slowly showing up.
And not only that, but for those who are like, this bench is terrible, well, then you throw DJ back, you got Birdie back. Say goodbye to Jahmai Jones. Say goodbye to what's the other guy that's on there? I don't even know.
Trammell?
Yeah, Trammell. I mean, he'll go back. He'll go back to AAA. Yeah. So, DJ comes back again. You just deepen the pool. The Yankees team just gets that much deeper. So for all those who are complaining about the bench, just know DJ comes back. The bench becomes really good because then you got Birdie and you got DJ. And DJ can simply go back to what DJ was signed for in the first place. Just rover around the entire infield. And he got plenty of at-bats that first season. He got plenty of everything that we needed from him. And he was damn near an everyday player, but he just didn't have a set position. So.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, no doubt. I mean, it sucks, right? Because injuries, unfortunately, they happen. because I know a lot of Yankees fans are like, man, this team is always getting hurt. But
Yeah.
the thing is, it's like every team has injuries.
Everyone.
It's not just the Yankees, and the Yankees don't even have the worst of it. They
No,
don't
not
even have the worst of it.
especially this year.
Oh
Especially
yeah.
this year.
They're in a much better shape than where they were.
I need some wood. Where's the wood? I need some wood. Knock on. Jesus.
Not all things considered, though. I mean, even with the Yankees' problems, even with some of the game time decisions that are being made, I mean, this team is still 19-11. Again, they were 15-14 on this date a season ago. So,
exactly.
to me, that's already a positive direction. But
there
still needs to, no doubt. Look, man, I think there still needs to be some improvements and some better decision making as far as making game time decisions. As far as when it comes to utilizing the bullpen in certain situations, when it comes to the pinch hitting and the bench, I mean, some of those things do need to improve. But I do like where this team is.
I agree.
Now, so the rotation, the bullpen. That guy Dennis Santana out of the bullpen, he's been pretty decent.
He's been solid.
I like
him.
Solid.
Yeah, he's been solid.
Ferguson, he's been kind of coming around.
He's getting better.
Getting better.
Yep.
So I like what I'm seeing from him. I think looks like Boone he might have heard me, but I said don't put him in those late game situations. I think he's doing better in those like 6th, 7th, 8th inning situations, and that's where you want to put him. Hamilton, he's got his ups and downs, right?
Yeah, but I'm not sure what's happened. I don't know what's happened with Hamilton lately. I don't know if soreness, but that's what blew my mind. It's like soreness, and then he pitched the very next day. So if he's got soreness, give him a couple of days off, let him get back exactly to where he needs to be at. Which I think it was just a bunch of nonsense from Boone because he didn't want to take it on the chin from the whole Clay Holmes debacle on Friday. So, but again, we're 19-11. We're better off than we were last year.
100%.
You know what I mean? No complaints there. I don't anybody get it twisted. I'm not down on my Yankees. Everybody knows I'm a rider for my Yankees, but I had to come out and let out some of that frustration, vent out a little bit about what I've been seeing with Boone the last week and a half. So,
yeah, no, please do. And like I said, I want everybody to come on to the chat or the live streams. And if you're frustrated about something, let it out, man. I'm open to everybody's opinions and takes because, people have their frustrations about Boone. I get it. I understand. So, yeah, let it all out. And with tonight's game, just so everybody knows, Nestor Cortez is going to be pitching today against let me get his first name here real quick, against Dean Kramer. So
we should own Kramer. We have in the past.
I totally agree. He has a 4.61 ERA at the moment. Similar record to Nestor Cortez. They're both 1-2. Yeah. They just, Cortez needs to just come out and pitch well. Hopefully he doesn't give up like a major home run where it ties up the game.
Yeah. Even with Cortez, when I look at it, I'm like, listen, he gave up 3 runs the last game. At the end of the day, you have to build on that, Yankees. He gave up 3 runs. There's no reason why we shouldn't have won that game.
Agreed.
Those 7 innings, 3 runs. You got to listen. You got to produce.
Yeah.
That's all you can ask for from your starter. Okay, he's at a 3.5 ERA. Most people didn't think Nestor would be at that point right now.
No,
so
I didn't.
You got to take it. You got to take it. So but anything, I got to go, my man. I appreciate you as always.
I appreciate you, my man.
Of course. Thank you so much for coming on. Chat, everybody, have a great day. NFE, have a great day, my brother. And I'll see y'all later.
I'll see you soon, Damien.
All right, brother.
Yeah, drive safe out there. Cool. Shout out to my guy Damien for coming on and chatting it up with us. He always brings great insight. Nathan had to step out for just a moment. So let me see. He's saying he'll be back in 5 minutes. All right. Let me just answer him real quick. Sorry, guys. I'm not trying to ignore you. So you're cool. Let me get to your guys' comments. Jonathan, good morning. What's up, Jonathan? J Bar, what's up? I really believe that the problem is guys like Stanton who hit the big home run are washed up. I don't know how much I agree with that, but again, you're entitled to your opinion here. But I want to get to some of the comments here. Real D50 is saying DJ Birdie Wells and Grisham is a solid bench, 100%. On the 40-man roster, there are 3 position players down on the farm. This is from Ken. He sent Everson Pereira, York Vivas, and Narvaez. Not a lot of options at AAA. Yeah, not at the moment. But, Yankees have a lot of young talent coming up. So, we'll see what happens with that, in the future. So the future is bright, at least with the young core of players that the Yankees have. We'll see how they utilize these guys in the years ahead. What H Show is saying, Hamilton has never been a multi-inning reliever before. He agreed to fill that role after being asked to. Yeah, he could pitch 1 or 2 innings. Luke Weaver's better at that multi-inning role. Resign. Don't forget to kick rocks there, Stephen B. Good morning, Jonathan Kramer. Yeah, he shouldn't make 4 innings. I mean, the Yankees should be all over him. Let's hope so. Let's hope so. And what's old Sarge saying here? He's saying that Boone's slavish devotion to analytics and numbers squashes any feel or instinct he may or may. Yeah, I mean, the thing is, unfortunately, analytics are here to stay. Every team uses analytics. It's in how you use it. Right. A season ago, the Yankees were terrible at using analytics. I don't know how they're using analytics now. Hopefully they made some changes. I would say that they did because their record, right now they have a much better record, as I have been saying. So, they're 19-11, all things considered, with some of the injuries and some of the inconsistency from the offense. These guys are still playing well, but the Yankees again tonight, they're playing against the Orioles at same time as yesterday. So they have Nestor Cortez pitching tonight. How do you guys think Nestor Cortez is going to do? What do you think the lineup is going to be? Do you think Trent Grisham is going to play, or do we think Trammell might go out there? What are we thinking, guys? Let me know in the chat real quick. I'm just waiting for Nathan to come back, just because I have an announcement, and it's a great announcement. It's something that I talked about and Nathan brought up earlier in the chat. Hopefully you guys get excited for it. I know I am. So, it'll be a good time. So I know Thursdays I usually do an open panel, but there won't be an open panel this Thursday because of the announcement, which I will make here shortly. Hopefully I get Nathan here in the next minute or so. If not, I will make the announcement without him. He gave me the okay to do so. Yeah, you're saying Grisham should play nosebleed section. I got you. Okay. All right. What's Nestor pitched good. Grisham in center. Go with best defense. Yeah. And that's the thing. Grisham, his glove out in the outfield is he's got a great glove out there. So defense is important. You have him, Soto, and Judge. I mean, you want that defense. So we looked up Kramer's last 2 starts against the Yankees. 11 innings pitched, 11 hits, 4 earned runs, and 17 strikeouts. Okay. Thanks for that, H.O. I appreciate you, my guy. Yeah, hopefully the Yankees do well against him. I mean, they should, right? They should pitch well against him, or hit well against him, sorry. We'll see what happens. But I do believe that Nestor will pitch well. And, the bats have to come through. And while we're still waiting, you guys, if you haven't yet, please smack that like button. If you are new to this channel, hit that subscribe button. I would greatly appreciate it. I'm on the road to 600 subscribers. Share this out with anybody you know. And if anybody wants to buy a coffee, to help support the channel. Your support is greatly appreciated. Shout out to my guy Ken for buying me a coffee earlier. It's greatly appreciated. But yeah, I'll probably slowly wrap it up here in the next few minutes. I'll go jump on Hector's show just to say what's up to the guys over there. I do like his show over there at the Morning Brew Sports Network. Be sure to tune into their show and subscribe to them. They're doing excellent work. They don't just do Yankees. They do football. They do basketball. They do it all over there. So make sure you guys subscribe to them. Yeah, be a good game today to even the series before. Yeah, it'll be great to even the series. I want it to be 1-1. They are going to go up against Corbin Burns tomorrow, and that's going to be a challenge. I hope. Let's see what the Yankees do against Corbin Burns. And tomorrow's game, you have Luis Hill, who's pitching tomorrow. Hopefully, he can pitch a better game, get his ERA down. Right now, his ERA is at 4. Nothing to stress about, right? That's right. New York Knicks, they're playing tonight. Let's hope they could close it out against the 76ers. It'll be a great day for New York if the Knicks win it tonight, and if the Yankees win tonight, the Knicks would advance, and the Yankees would even the series. The Rangers already won, right? We saw that on Sunday. So it's been a good time in New York right now. So it feels good to be a New York fan right now. So hopefully you all are enjoying that. So let me know what you guys think. Yeah, and I'm going to see if there's any, and I'll just check right now just for the heck of it to see if there's like any Yankees news right now that I can share with you guys. So if the Yankees put anything out, I doubt it, but you never know. So, all right. I'm still waiting on Nitin. He's saying hopefully in 2 minutes. He does apologize. I just wanted to get Nitin on here because I wanted to make that announcement before I let you all go. What Stephen B saying here? Yankees look good. The lineup, I have a feeling, going to explode against the O's. I hope so, man. I hope so. I'm hoping to see, a home run by Aaron Judge. I will hope to see a home run by, Juan Soto. It doesn't have to be home runs, right? I just want these guys to score. They need to score, especially runners in scoring position. So Knicks will get it done. Yankees will even up the series. Absolutely. I love the optimism. I do love the optimism. Hopefully they can even up the series. How would you guys feel? Let me ask you guys this question. How would you guys feel if the Yankees split against the Orioles? Would you guys accept that? Would that be acceptable to you if they were to split the series? Let me know. Let me know in the chat. So, would you guys be okay with a split? That's right, Dev. Yeah. You hope the Knicks win tonight. You love to see the 76ers fans crying. Yeah, it is definitely better than losing the series. I definitely don't want to go. I don't want the Yankees to win only one game in a 4-game series. So split, cool. If you offered me a split before the series started, I'd have taken it. Real talk, absolutely. HO. It's what I expected. Yeah, that's kind of what I'm expecting too. I'll be honest with you. I don't expect the Yankees to sweep. Well, obviously the sweep is out of the question now, but I don't expect them to win 3 out of 4. But if they did, hey, you're not. I will take that every day. 3 out of 4 away in Baltimore, no less. I'll take that. A split is okay, but a little disappointing. I get where you're coming from, Jake, but I mean, but think about it. If they split the series, especially in Baltimore, where the Yankees do struggle playing there, right? I mean, you'd be okay with it. I mean, and again, you're entitled to your opinion, right? But I'd be fine with a split series. That's kind of what I was expecting from the get-go. but we'll see what happens. And I'm trying to see any Yankees news. So no updates yet. I think it's worth noting, actually, that Anthony Rizzo was the AL Player of the Week last week. So shout out to Anthony Rizzo. And he did hit his 300th home run on Sunday. So that's a major accomplishment for him. So congratulations to Anthony Rizzo. He's been on fire lately. So his bat has been coming around. So split away is fine at the stadium. I'd expect 3 or 4. Yeah, no, agreed. If you're playing a 4-game series at home, at Yankee Stadium, the Yankees should be taking 3 out of 4. A split, I'm not okay with it, but yeah, 100%, Ken. You're absolutely right here. The Orioles always play the Yankees hard in Baltimore, just like the Yankees play the Orioles hard at Yankee Stadium. 100% agree on this one. And that is very true. That is very true. Yeah, Rizzo is looking good, man. Rizzo is looking really good. He's been playing a lot better as of late. So we'll see. We'll see if he continues progressing. Right, he did go 0 for 4 yesterday, which was unfortunate, but he wasn't the only one that struggled at the plate. But it is what it is. Yesterday's game was yesterday's game. They lost. It's over. It's done. We can't go back and change it. We have to look forward to today's game. And let's just hope the Yankees bats wake up, and let's hope they put some runs on and hit well against Kramer, which I think they should be able to do. I'm just texting Nathan right now. So sorry about that, guys. I'm not trying to ignore you. I'm just trying to multitask over here. Kind of chatting it up with Nathan right now. He's got something going on. Nothing bad. Just needs to take care of some business. And then we'll go from there. If he doesn't come back within the next few minutes, I'm just waiting for him to text me back. I'll go ahead and make the announcement. And we will go from there. So but yeah. So let's talk. We talked a lot of baseball. I want to know what everybody is up to today, just to kind of keep the conversation flowing. What is everybody up to? Are you doing anything exciting today? Are you working? I know Jared was saying that he's going to the game. Thought about what? I'm sorry. What was that? I'm not under. Have you thought about Jason 5 all lefty rotation? I don't understand your question here, Stephen B. Rephrase it for me, please. But so what's everybody up to today? Is everybody working? I know Jared said he's going to the game. Is anybody going to any Yankees games this season? Let me know in the chat. Yeah, working. Beautiful. In upstate New York. Good, man. Where do you work, Jake? I'm just curious. Let me know where you work. Oh, y'all are watching American Idol today on Hulu? Okay, I got you. Okay. I haven't watched that show in a really long time. For an all-time lefty rotation? So are we talking like all time? Like what 5 lefties I would want? I think he's talking about Jason having given all 5 left. A 5 left-handed pitching rotation. Yeah, Ken's living the good life. This is it right here, baby. Let's go. He says I'm retired, so I generally do what I want to do. That's right. Don't let anybody tell you what to do. You enjoy that retirement life, sir. Yeah, so you're working from home too far from the Bronx. I got you, man. UFPI in Sydney, New York, design and build roof. Okay. Yeah, I bet that keeps you very busy, man. I'm sure there's never a dull moment with that type of job. Hey, my guy Nathan, he's back. Woo! Your mic is muted, bud.
Sorry.
You're good.
I had a sprinkler guy come to my house to fix something. So
yeah. Before we make the announcement, and I'm gonna log off here. I got asked a question. Stephen B was asking me a question of like, because Jason, I guess, asked this question, and Sunil rephrased it. He's saying, I think he's talking about Jason having given an all 5 left-handed pitcher rotation. I want to know your thoughts on it. I don't know if I want all left-handed pitching rotation. I think you have to have a balance, but I think they're all. But I think they're all with Sunil's list here. I think he was saying like all-time left-handed rotation in general, like who was my top left-handed pitchers. I mean, Pettit for sure.
Rodon,
He's saying Pettit, Rodon, Koufax, the Chamberlain.
Where's Cortez? Put Cortez in there.
Cortez? I don't know. For me, man, I'd honestly would go Pettit. I do like Andy Pettit. Rodon for sure. Who was an CC Sabathia? I would go. I would totally go CC Sabathia.
I forgot about.
For me, I'd go David Wells.
David Wells.
Yeah.
Who else? Who
wasn't Jimmy Key or Jim Abbott? Weren't those guys?
Jim Abbott? Yeah, Jim Abbott. Yeah, lefty.
I probably would put Abbott, dude. I think that guy was a wizard.
Yeah. We're pitching with one hand. I think it was right. Well,
yeah. He was a one-handed pitcher. That guy was full of talent. So, and Ken brings up Randy Johnson. 100%.
Oh yeah, I forgot about him, Randy Johnson. Yes.
Oh, you got to put in Randy Johnson. Absolutely. Absolutely. But man, you ready to make the announcement?
Yeah, you want to make it since he's going to be on your show?
Yes, sir. So shout out to my guy Nathan. He got in contact with me last week. We were talking, and so him and his team, they do a good job of connecting with players, and whether it be current or former, whether it be Major League Baseball players, basketball, hockey. I mean, these guys have a lot of connections. I mean, they do an amazing job over there. So shout out to my guy. So this Thursday, May 2nd, it'll be 10 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. I'm going to have former Major League Baseball player Kevin Mensch on the show. So shout out to my guy Nathan for setting that up. I greatly appreciate it. He'll be the second former player that I'll get to interview. So the first one was Joba Chamberlain, which that was a lot of fun talking to him. That guy was awesome. I saw you do your show with Kevin Mensch. I did actually watch it. That looked like it was a lot of fun. He seems like a really cool dude.
Yes, he's amazing. Everybody, whoever's in here still, everybody's going to enjoy him on this show. So stay tuned Thursday for NFE. Kevin Mensch, 10 a.m. Eastern, man. This is going to be a fun one. And so I'll send you. So when you set up the link, send it to me, and then I'll send it to him.
Most definitely, and I'll get that link set up as early as possible, so he has it in his possession. And you're going to be on.
If you want me to, this is all you, man. This is your show. So
I feel you. No, I appreciate it, but you're the man who set it up, so
No, it's
you know,
okay. You don't have to have me on. You can. This is your time. This is your time right here. So Thursday, I'll tune in. I'll tune in. But I don't. You don't. I mean, this is you and this is your show. So I'll
right.
tune.
I appreciate you. But the link, you'll have the link, dude. And if you want to jump on, feel free. Okay. And hey, Joey Bag of
Oh,
Donuts.
good.
How you doing, Joey?
Yeah.
What's going on, bro? Hopefully you're having a good day. I'll be logging off here pretty soon. But again, guys, and make sure you guys listen to HO or else he'll come after you. Like, subscribe, and share. But just joking. But yeah, Thursday, 10 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. I'm going to interview Kevin Mensch, former baseball player. He's played for a few teams, Texas Rangers being one of them, which I'm going to definitely ask him some questions about playing for the Rangers since they, won the World Series. I wanted to get his thoughts on that. I'm going to ask him quite a few questions because I know he's been out of the game for a while. And obviously from when he started for where the game is now, there's been tons of changes. And I would love to get his thoughts on that.
I'll send you his Twitter and all, and then you want some pictures to promote also when you on your Twitter?
Yeah, I was gonna say I'll put it on Twitter, and then I'll also, I want to use a profile picture for Thursday for the thumbnail.
Yeah.
So
okay.
I think that would be, that would be awesome.
Mhm.
But there won't be an open panel on Thursday, but I'm gonna have Kevin Mensch on, and we'll take questions from the chat. I'll have a conversation with obviously with Mensch, but the people in the chat, if you're tuning in, ask your questions, and we'll grab questions from the fans, and it's going to be a very fun show. It's going to be a great show. I'm looking forward to it. Again, Nathan, thank you so much for setting that up, and I want to connect with you more on.
Oh yeah, definitely. Yeah.
Former players or current players current players probably not because they're busy.
Yeah, but I mean, current players is kind of tough, but we can try. My team can try. They're always reaching out to people, and we're connected with a lot of agents, and that's how we get the in-person stuff. Also, how we do the events in person with the players. So I can reach out to some agents, and then so my team can reach out to the agents for the players too, if you want.
Yeah, that would be awesome, dude. Because I love to talk to more former major league players, and maybe current one day. Again, I know with the current guys, they're a little busy right now, obviously. So, Stephen B, I will do an open panel on Sunday. All right, if I go live on Sunday, I will definitely do an open panel. So stay tuned for that. Because usually I'll do an open panel on Thursdays, but since I'm going to have Kevin Mensch on, we're going to change it up a little bit. But I appreciate everybody coming into the chat and spending your morning with me, taking the time out. Nitin, thanks for tuning in, bro. Thanks for jumping on. Thank you for setting that up, and that's awesome. I am so excited, looking forward to that.
Everybody, please tune in on Thursday. It's gonna be a fun one. I'm telling you right now. This he's gonna tell Kevin Mensch unbelievable story and an underrated player in my opinion when he played back in the day. So you're gonna learn a lot from Kevin Mensch.
Yeah, it was funny. I totally, when you said his name, I was like, no, I actually remembered him, but it's been such a long time. He was not a bad player. He was, like you said, he was underrated, but
he played with the Brewers, a bunch of teams, Nationals, Brewers, Blue Jays.
He played in Japan as well.
Japan. Yeah.
Yep. So he he's been around. He's been around. But shout out to Damien for coming on earlier. Shout out to my guy Nitin for coming on. Thank you again, sir. Ho, Sunil, Dev, Stephen B, Ken, Jake Boss, Dev Finch, Nosebleed Section, Cold Italian Pizza. There was a bunch of folks. J Bar came in, Jake Boss, Jared Williams, Lou, if I did not, Jonathan, TC Steels, Joey Bag of Donuts, Swift. A lot of names in here. Thank you all for coming on. Greatly appreciate it. Your guys.
And also switch to Hector's live right now with the Morning Brew Show, Yankees, Talking Yankees. So if you guys have time, go switch to Hector also, who's live right now.
Yeah, go check out my guy Hector. He does him and TC Steels, that whole crew, they do an amazing job over there. So be sure to tune in. Guys, hit that like button on the way out. It does help out the channel. Subscribe to my channel if you have not yet. Your support is greatly appreciated. Share this out with anybody you know. And if you want to buy me a coffee, again, your support is greatly appreciated. No pressure, but anything helps. And if any other news comes out, I'll let you know. I'll see you all on Thursday and see you all next time.
Let's go.
Peace.